Hi everyone, hope you all are good. So we are here for grades. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 6 and then click on view all lessons. So there you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter geometric measurement, and the lessons we're going to cover today are surface area of cubes and rectangular prisms, volume and surface area of triangular prisms, rate volume and surface area, relate volume and surface area, volume and surface area of cylinders. So let's just start with the first lesson. Here I'm on grade 6 math. The chapter we're working on is geometric measurement. Let's just start with the first lesson, that is surface area of cubes and rectangular prisms. So let's just start with the examples. What is the surface area? So you have to calculate the surface area. So how do we calculate the surface area? We have to find the area of the faces in each pair. Got it? So the faces are in pair. You have to calculate the face area of each pair, like this one and the opposite side. Then this one and the opposite side, this one and so you have to calculate the area in pairs. This one is a rectangle, it would be 1 times 3, that equals 3. So same is for the other pair. Then you have this one, the 3 times 5, it would be 15. So same is for the other pair. Then you have for this one 5 times 1, so it would be 5. Got it? So for the surface area, you have to add up all the areas. Got it? Together they make 46. That means the surface area of the rectangular prism is 46 square yards. Got it? Okay, the next one is, what is the surface area of the cube? So each face of the cube is a square and they all have the same side length. That means 3 yards. Got it? So the area of just one side is 9 and the cube has total 6 sides. Got it? So you need to do 6 times 9. That means the area of the cube is 54. Cube has 6 faces. Got it? So you have to do 6 times the area of one face. So it would be 6 times 9. So it would be 54. Got it? Let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, what is the surface area? So this one is the cube. Got it? Cube has all 6 faces and all faces have the same measurements. It would be 4. Let's just calculate the of one face. This is the face 4 and 4. You have to calculate the area of one face. It would be side times side. That means it would be 4 times 4, that is 16. Now you have total 6 faces. So the area of the cube is 6 times 16. Got it? It would be 96. So the area of the cube is 96 cubic square meters. Sorry, 96 square meters. Got it? Okay, the next one is, what is the surface area? So you have to calculate the surface area. So let's just start with the first face, the pair. We are going to calculate the area as pair of faces. Got it? Okay, let's just start with this one. 1 and 5. Got it? So it would be 1 times 5, that equals 5. So same is the area of the other face. 1 and 5, it would be 1 times 5. Got it? Okay, now just look at the other face. Just look at this face. 4 times 5. 4 and 5. So you have to do, sorry. So you have to do 4 times 5. Same as the for the other pair. 5 and 4, it would be 20, and 4 times 5, it would be 20. Now just look at the third face. That would be 1 and 4. The third one is 1 and 4. So you have to do 1 times 4, and for the other pair you have to do also 1 times 4. So for the total surface area you have to just add up all the areas. Got it? you have to do 5 plus 5 plus 20 plus 20 plus 4 plus 4. Got it? So it would be 30 and 8, 38. So that means the surface area of the rectangular prism is 38. Got it? 58 I think it is. 40, 50, 58 it is, not 38. It would be 58. Got it? Okay, what is the surface area? So again, that would be the cube. So for the cube, you have to just calculate the area of one face. And because the cube has 6 faces, you have to multiply it by the 6. Each face is a square. So area of one side is side times side, that would be 5 times 5 equals 25. You have total 6 faces, so the area of cube is 25 times 6. Got it? It would be 150. So the correct option is 150 square millimeters. Okay, what is the surface area? Which is the correct option? The area of one face is 2 times 2, 4. And then the area of 6 faces would be 6 times 4. That would be, it would be 4 times 6 equals 24. So it would be 24. Okay, what is the surface area? Okay, let's just calculate the surface area by the pair of faces. Start calculating the area of pair of faces. Let's just start with the first pair of faces. Three and 4, it would be 3 times 4, that would be 12. So for the other face, it is also 3 times 4, that would be 12. Got it? Okay, now you have 3 and 4. 3 and 3. The other one is 3 and 3. So it would be 3 times 3 is 9 and 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, just look at the another pair has the same measurements, 3 and 4. It would be 3 times 4 is 12 and 3 times 4 is 12. Let's just add for the surface area, you have to add all the areas. 9 it is, 12 times 4 is, you have to add them, 48 plus 18, it would be 66 it is. Got it? So the correct option is 66. Okay, what is the surface area? Again, you have to calculate the surface area in the form pair of faces. Okay, 2 times 1. Let's just start with the first one. 2 and 1. It would be 2 times 1. The other face also has the same measurements. It would be 2 times 1. Okay, the next one is 3 and 1. 3 and 1. It would be 3 times 1 and 3 times 1. Okay, the next one is 2 and 3. 2 and 3. So you have to do 2 times 3, that is 6. Okay, so for the surface area, you just have to add up all the areas. Got it? 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 plus 6. So it would be 4 and 6, 10, and 12, 22. So the surface area would be 22. Got it? Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is volume and surface area of triangular prisms. Now we're going to learn how do we calculate the volume and surface area of the triangular prisms. Here is a triangular prism. Let's just start with the first example. What is the volume? So you are given the base, height, and the length of the triangular prism. So for the volume, you have to do base times height times. So for the volume, you have to do half times base times height times length. Got it? So it would be 1 by 2 times 3 times 3 times. So that would be 18. Got it? The formula to calculate the volume of the triangular prism is half times base times height times length. Okay, the next one is what is the volume? So you have to do half times base times height times length. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, so you are given the base is 3, the height is 2, and width is 5. Okay, you are given the base is 3, height is 2, is 5, I think. Yes, 5. You have to calculate the volume. So you have to use the volume formula, that is half times base times height times length. You have to just multiply all and divide them by 2. 5 times 2 times 3, it would be 10. 10 times 3 is 30, and 30 divided by 2 is 15. That means the volume of the shape is 15 cubic yards cube. It would be 15 yards cube. Got it? Okay, the next one is what is the volume? You have to do the same thing. You have to do base, height, and length. Base is 4, 5, and 5. 4, 5, and 5. So just use the formula for the volume. That would be half times base times height times length. So you have to do 1 by 2 times, 4 times, 5 times 5. So 5 times 5 is 25, 25 times 4 is 100, and 100 divided by 2 is 50. So the volume of this shape is 50 cubic yards. Got it? Okay, for the next one, you have to do the same thing. So which is the correct option? What is the volume? You have to multiply length time with length time base time height. It would be 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 times 2 is 40, and then you have to divide it by the 2. So it would be 20. 40 divided by 2 is 20. So that means 20 centimeter cube. Okay, what is the volume? So which is the correct option? 5 times 4 is 20, and 20 times 2 is 40. So it would be 40 divided by 2 is 20 cubic yards. Okay, what is the volume? Which is the correct option? It would be 5 times 4 is 20, 20 times 2 is 40, and 40 divided by 2 is 20 centimeter cube. Got it? Okay, what is the volume? So which is the correct option? You have to do length time, width time, length time, base time, height. Length is 5, base is 5, and length is 4. So you have to do 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 4 is 100, and 100 divided by 2 is 50. So the volume of this shape is 50. Got it? So the correct option is 50 cubic inches. Okay, what is the volume? Yes, that would be 4 times 2 is 8, and 8 times 2 is 16. Then 16 divided by 2 is 8. So the correct option is 8. So it would be 8. Okay, you can complete the test by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next lesson is relate volume and surface area. Okay, the volume of the cube is 8 centimeter, 8 cubic centimeter. What is the surface area of the cube? So you are given the volume. Got it? The volume means side times side times side. That means it would be j cube equals 8. That means the length of the one side is 2 centimeter. Now you can calculate the surface area. For the surface area, you have to do side times side. It would be 2 times 2, 4, but the cube has 6 faces, so you have to do 6 times 4, that is 24. Got it? Basically, you have to create the relationship between you have to make the relationship between the volume and the surface area. You are given with a volume like just look at the first question. The volume of the cube is 1 cubic yard. What is the surface area of the cube? You are given the volume. You have to calculate the side's length first, and then you have to calculate the area, surface area. Okay, you are given the volume is 1 cubic yard. Got it? So we know that the volume is side times side times side. That would be 1. So it would be then side cube equals 1. Got it? Just you take the cube root, so it would be side equal 1. That means the side lengths would be now 1 and 1. You have a cube that has its side lengths 1 and 1. You have to calculate the area, surface area. So whenever we are given with the side lengths, we have to calculate the area of one side. That would be side times side. 1 times 1 is 1. And then because the cube has 6 faces, so you have to do 1 times 6, that equals 6. So the surface area of the cube is 6. Got it? So the correct option is 6. Okay, the next one is the volume of the cube is 8 centimeter, 8 cubic centimeter. What is the surface area of the cube? So we are given the volume 8 cubic meter. Eight cubic centimeter. Okay, so we know that the volume is side times side times side. That means 8. It would be side cube equals 8. So we can write 8 as 2 times 2 times 2, and we can write it as 2 cube. So see, they both have the exponents equal. When the exponents are equal, that means the bases are equal. So that means the side length equal to. Got it? Now you have the side lengths of the cube. You have to calculate the area of one face. That would be 2 times 2 is 4. And we know that this cube has 6 faces. So to calculate the surface area of the cube, you have to do 6 times the area of one face. It would be 6 times 4. So that equals 24. Got it? So the correct option is 24. Okay, the volume of the cube is 125 cubic feet. What is the surface area of the cube? The volume is 125 cubic feet. Okay, so the volume is side times side times side. That is 125. So it would be side cube equals 125. We can write 125 as 5 times 5 times 5. It would be then s cube equals 5 cube. Got it? They have the same exponent. When you have the exponents are equal, that means the bases are also equal. So it would be s equals 5. Now you have the sides of the cube measures are 5 and 5. Got it? First, you have to calculate the area of one face. That would be side times side. That is 25. Now you can calculate the surface area of the cube. You have to 6 times 25. Got it? That means it is 150. Got it? So the correct option is 150 square feet. Okay, the next one is the volume is of this cube is 27 cubic yard. What is the surface area of the cube? Okay, the volume is 27. We can write 27 as 3 times 3 times 3. It would be s cube equals 3 cube. So they have the same exponent. That means their bases are also equal. So s equals 3. Now you have a square with side 3. The area is 3 times 3, that is 9. You can calculate the area of the surface area of cube. it would be 9 times 6, that is 54, because the cube has 6 faces. So it would be 54. Got it? So the correct option is 54. Okay, now you are given with the surface area. The surface area of the cube is 24. What is the volume? You are given the surface area, that is 24. You have to calculate the volume. Got it? We know that that is the area of 6 faces. Got it? 6 times S equals 24. Divide both sides by 6. It would be 6 times 4 is 24. Got it? That means 4 is the area of one face. Got it? 4 is the area of just one face. A it is. It would be 2 times 2. That means the square has 2 and 2. You have to calculate the volume. You have to do side times side times side. So it would be 2 times 2 and 2. 2 times 2 is 4 and 4 times 2 is 8. Got it? So that means it is 8. Let me just explain how. Just listen to me carefully. The surface area is given, that is 24. We know that the surface area of the cube is for the 6 faces. Got it? So we divided the 24 by 6 to calculate the face area. Calculate the area of one face. The area of one face would be now 4. 24 divided by 6 is 4. So we know that the 4 is the area of one face. That would be side times side. That means 2 times 2 makes 4. So that means the side lengths of the square are 2. So we know that the volume is side times side times side. So it would be 2 times 2 times 2. So that would be 8. Got it? So the correct option is 8. Okay, the next one is you are given the surface area. Let's just do again this one. Surface area is 96. Again, the surface area is for the 6 faces. Got it? We know that surface area equals 6 times the area of one face. Got it? We need to calculate the area of one face, so we have to divide both sides by 6. It would be 16. We know that this is the area of one face, and the area of one face is side times side equals 16. You can write 16 as 4 times 4. It would be s square equals 4 square. So side length is 4. Got it? You have to calculate now volume. Volume is side times side times side. You have the side 4. You have to do 4 times 4 times 4. So it would be 1664. That means the volume of the figure is 64. Got it? The volume of the figure is 64. So the correct option is 64. Got it? Okay, you're given with the surface area. So let's just, surface area is 150. Okay, now you have given surface area, that is 150. Let me just do calculations. So the same thing, surface area is 6 times the area of one face. It would be 150. Divide both sides by the 6 so that you can calculate the area of one face. It would be 25. So that means the area of one face is 25. So we can write it as, we know that area of one face is side times side. Got it? So you can write it as s square equals 5 square. 2 and 2 bases are, exponents are same. That means bases are same. So s equals 5. You have to calculate the volume. So 5 times 5 is 25 and 25 times 5 is 125. So the volume of the shape is 125. Got it? Okay, you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. Okay, the next one is volume and surface area of cylinders. Okay, you are given the cylinder, you have to calculate the volume of the cylinder. Got it? You are given the radius of the cylinder and the height of the cylinder. So the volume is pi r square h. The volume of the cylinder is pi r square h. Just put up the values and do the calculations. That is the volume of the cylinder. Okay, let's just start with the practice questions. Okay, here we are. What is the volume of the cylinder? You are given the radius, that would be the radius 2 yards, and you are given the height, that is 5. This one is the radius and this one is the formula you have to use is pi r square h. Got it? Just put up the values. Pi is 3.14, that is a fixed value. R is 2 square and h is 5. Let me just do the calculations. Okay, you have to do 5 times 4 times 3.14. So that would be 62.8. Got it? The correct option is 62.8. Got it? It would be. Okay, the next one is what is the volume of the cylinder? So you are given the radius 1, the height 3. Just use the formula V equals pi r square h. Pi is 3.14, r is 1, h is 3. So it would be 9.42. Got it? Correct option is 9.42. It would be 9.42. Okay, what is the volume of the cylinder? You are given the radius 5, the height 5. You have to do V equals pi r square h. It would be 3.14, 5 square and 5. Just do the calculations. It would be 5 times 5 is 25. 25 times 5 is 125 and 125 times 3.14 is 392.5. So the correct option is option number 1. Got it? Okay, what is the volume of the cylinder? You have to use the formula V equals pi r square h. Pi is 3.14, r is 4, so it would be 3.14, r square is 16, and plus and multiply by 2. So when you do calculations, it would be 100.5. The correct option is 100.5. Okay, the next one is what is the volume of the cylinder? So you have to do V equals pi r square h. R is 5. 5 square is 25. So it would be 24 times 4. That would be 3.14. So it would be 314. 5 times 5 is 25. 29 5 times 4 is 100. And 100 times 3.14 is 314. Got it? Okay, the next one is you are given the R3. You have to do pi r square h. So it would be 3.14 times 9 times 5. So that would be 3 square is 9. So that's why I'm doing 9 times 5, 45 times 3.14. That would be 141.3. The correct option is option number 1. Okay, the next one is what is the volume of the cylinder? The radius is 1. You have to do 1 square times 4 times 3.14. So it would be 12.56. The correct option is 12.56. Got it? Okay, the next one is you are given the radius 2, so it will be 2 square 4. 4 times 2 times 3.14, that is 25.12. Got it? Okay, you can complete the rest of the questions by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 6 maths. The chapter we were working on is geometric measurement. And the lessons we have covered are surface area of cubes and rectangular prisms, volume and surface area of the rectangular prisms, relate volume and surface area, and volume and surface area of cylinders. So please make sure before the next session you have to test questions for the lessons we did today. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can contact any tutor on the Skype. They are available from Monday to Friday, 5 to 9. So that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye everyone.